going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. And today we have the November 2021 Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. Today we have an absolutely loaded Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update for you guys today. We have a lot of awesome things going on for the start of November. We do not have a winter Wonderland, but we do have some inconsistent mainline back and a ton of awesome things to go through for this amazing airport update. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Super excited to get into this airport update. Like I said, we have a jam-packed update in store with a bunch of changes and a ton of anticipation as we head into the holiday season. With all that being said, let's get started without any further delay over here with the left side of the concourse on the Alpha side, and then we'll transition over to the B and C. So here we go. We'll begin right here with this American Eagle Bombardier Acer Day-700 right here, operating on behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently loading up on the turn back out to Los Angeles International Airport. Currently 2 daily CRJ700s along with some substitutions from the new SkyWest Ember 175s. So really enjoying the rotation that we can have here, and also the productive service from Los Angeles from all the airlines. So American doing their fair share of that, most certainly. Next in line right here we have this Frontier Airbus A320neo. This is Georgia Painted Bunny. This guy's currently loading up with the non-stop service back out to Denver International Airport in Colorado, of course, DIA as it's referred to. This service has been going really well for Frontier. I also wanted to briefly mention this because this is huge news, but Massive Unboxing 16 should be coming out tomorrow, and this should be the final update without new models for such a long time. I'm super excited. I'll talk about that more towards the end, but I did want to make that little brief annotation that Massive Unboxing 16 should finally be here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time. I'll talk about that more towards the end, but I wanted to mention that because we do have a ton of new Frontier models. So this will be the last time that we'll use one of the current ones I'll have, probably for a month or so. We're definitely going to grind out the new ones, and that goes for every aircraft in these airport updates. So very excited for those, but definitely wanted to pay our respects to all these models, and I'll kind of mention that periodically through the airport update, but beginning with the Frontier, as that's kind of one of the biggest ones for sure. Next in line is this Delta Connection Ember Ear J-170 filling in for SkyWest Ember Ear J-175 as per usual. This guy's currently loading up with the non-stop service out to Los Angeles International Airport. Just like American, Delta carrying their load with 3 daily flights. They're continuing to do their thing, and it's always nice to see Delta working really hard on the Los Angeles service, so looking really good. Next in line right here we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A321 in the normal livery. This guy's currently loading up with the non-stop service out to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson, or Citrus Aviation's airport. Like I have previously said, feel free to submit subscriber routes and local fan pictures if they fit all the criteria. And if you guys have any other ideas for fan engagement throughout these airport updates, questions you guys would like to be featured throughout these airport updates, or other things like that that we could do through Google Forms or Google Sheets, things along those lines, please let me know, because I'm always looking to innovate and make these airport updates as unique and as entertaining as possible. And that is just one of the few things, or sorry, the least I could do for you guys for watching all these airport updates. So feel free to let me know, guys. I would be very appreciative of any insights. Yeah. Also, I just remembered, I can't believe I forgot, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the 40th Albuquerque International Airport update. I will check that, but man, wow, Albuquerque, 40 updates. That's unbelievable. Well, we still have an update to do. We have a lot to talk about at the end, so we'll just talk about it at the end. My apologies, guys. Currently pushing back right here we have this Delta Connection Ember Ear J-170, also filling in for SkyWest Ember Ear J-175. This guy's currently pushing back with a non-stop service out to Salt Lake City, Utah. This is probably the only flight that I was really surprised that we didn't get any mainline back for. Even last fall into November, we did get the A319 back, which was really impressive. So not to see any mainline is pretty interesting. The other carriers definitely most certainly made up for it though, but it is a little disappointing. But hey, the frequency kind of owns on that route, and you know, there are routes like this, like Albuquerque, Tulsa, I'm just trying to think of a good example, probably Tucson, routes like that just don't quite need the main line. But we're very happy to have the service, and it's another awesome non-stop destination for our customers at the Sunport, most certainly. Currently taxiing in right here we have this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER in the More to Love livery. One final time, everybody. This will be the final time until we have some more rotation. I know I've said for the last 3 updates that it's going to be the next update, but I can definitively say that this is going to be the last time we're going to be seeing More to Love, probably for 5 or 6 months, because we've used it every other update for months. So my apologies on that, but hey, More to Love's definitely served its purpose in the airport ever since we got it late last spring in 2020. So regardless, it says currently pulling in from Seattle, Tacoma as per usual, definitely doing its load. 1 daily 737, mainly 800 or mainly 900s and a couple of 800s, pardon me, no 700s currently. So still looking really nice. I think even the Max 9 substituted in That was actually Oklahoma City. Never mind. That was my jet tip that told me it happened at Oklahoma City. Maybe it happened at Albuquerque. I'm not sure. But still really nice to see the 737-900 here for Alaska. So looking really, really nice. We have a bunch of mainline to go through here inconsistently and kind of new, old, all kinds of mainline from American United. So let's take a look at this mainline, everybody. Alrighty, here we go. Let's get started with the American Airlines mainline. So we have had some very interesting changes. If you guys want to predict which airports these are going to before I tell you guys, you're more than welcome to. But I think it's going to surprise you guys a lot unless you have looked at Albuquerque recently, where all these aircrafts are going. It's pretty mix and match. So here we go. On the bottom right here, we have an American Airlines Airbus A319 with sharklets. I would have thought that this would have been going out to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, but this is actually going out to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. So the main line for Albuquerque to O'Hare did come back for American for 1 month. They're going down to 2 Envoy 175s in November, but still really cool to see a daily A319 on the service. I don't think we've had mainline in a very, very long time. Definitely back pre-pandemic, and even at that, I think it was inconsistent at that with 737s and things. So, but pardon me, like I said, really, really cool to see that, and the 175 will be back, but very, very unique to see that, especially sharklets as well. I would have expected fence tips, but sharklets. I think we may have had 1 month earlier this year where we may have had it. I doubt it, but still, really, really, really cool to see that. So very, very nice. At the middle gate, pardon me, we have an American Airlines Airbus A320. My guess would have been Phoenix Sky Harbor for this guy, but this guy's actually going to be taking it out to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. That's not necessarily anything new. They've been operating 320s and 321s pretty consistently, especially the 320 over the last several months at Albuquerque. However, just in retrospect to where the 737-800 on the top is going, it's just a little surprising. So obviously, the 737-800 is still flying to Dallas along with the A320 consistently, but this guy's actually going to be going out to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, as American Airlines has not had just 1 but 2 daily 737-800 flights to Phoenix, which is really, really cool. I'm going to take a guess that this is up demand for the fall season and winter season, along with as well maybe potentially rotation through Dallas. That's just speculation. I didn't get a chance to look to see if they're actually going from Dallas to Albuquerque to Phoenix, but I think it would have been a pretty clever system to make it in there. But yeah, 2 daily flights there, and I believe it's also a SkyWest 700 and a Mason 900 a little bit. The CRJ-900 Army, that's going to be the theme for the next update, so I'm going to wait till, or that's why the lone one that I have, that you guys have seen unboxed, is not here yet. But I wanted to give us one final huge mainline update, since there was a lot, especially for United as well, and the Houston situation, as we'll talk about momentarily. I definitely want to have the full-fledged mainline update, because next up, we're probably going to have a mix and match regardless, because as we've talked about for months and at this point years, we've been waiting for the CRJ-900 way too long not to represent that adequately when they are ready to go. So mainline looking really, really good. Let's pan over and take a look at our United section. Let's begin right here, down here on the left. The United Airlines Boeing 737-900 in Eco Skies livery. How about this? I was definitely not expecting to see this. This guy's coming in from Denver, Colorado, DIA, once again, International Airport. Very, very cool to see this. Usually this is a RJ heavy route, but there has been some tossed around mainline. I think we may have had a 319 in the last update, things along those lines. So to see a 739 is really, really cool. This will be translating into November. I did want to clarify, you guys may be a little bit confused. So obviously, since Albuquerque updates are done at the beginning of the month, there's quite a few aircraft routes and things along those lines that kind of reflect the previous month's schedule, so in this case the October schedule. But I did double check because I wanted to make sure, especially the 319 for American on sharklets, that was just an October situation, and I noticed, I was kind of wondering what they were going to do for November, so that's why I checked, and it's going to go down to Envoy 175. So that ended up working in retrospective, but the 739 is staying, which is really cool, and also will be staying through November as we pan over. Right here we have United Airlines Airbus A319. This guy's going to be heading out to Houston Intercontinental International Airport. Very, very delighted to see this. Obviously, that Houston mainline's been really inconsistent pre-pandemic and current situation. So really, really cool to see these both at once. I definitely wouldn't have expected this. Let me see if I can kind of get a good frame of both these in focus. I know it's not the best, but at least it looks a little bit more respectable. But absolutely crazy to see both these on here at once. And this I would be very surprised if this goes into 2022 if we have this consistency. So, but it's still really, really cool to see this. They look great. great together, and I'm really excited to see the evolution of United mainline. So looking really good, and it's actually going to be consistent. I think it's 739 and 8 every day, so, or maybe not Saturdays, but still very consistent compared to normal United standards. So lots of mainline back, which is looking really good. Let's transition into the latter half of the concourse here. Next in line right here, we have this Allegiant Air Airbus A319, the old colors. This guy's currently loading up on the nonstop turn back out to Austin, Texas. Not too much going on, of course, for Allegiant. As we know, they've been prioritizing other airports, but still, fun fact, this is the only airport in New Mexico that Allegiant flies to. Maybe Roswell one day, but that's well, I mean, it's not impossible. You got airports like Chicago, Rockford, and things like that, so it's Allegiant after all, who knows, but still nice to see them here at the Sunport going strong, and this guy will be taking it up to, back over to Austin, Texas. Next in line right here, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 with split scimitars in the Heart livery. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop service out to Dallas Love Field after coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada. Sorry, the words kind of got spilled together there, but really nice model. It comes out really weird at Albuquerque. I don't know if it's the gray reflection or this window, but between something, the colors come out really oddly, but it definitely looks much more, I think the words would be the colors seem like they seem skewed. They're not saturated, they just seem skewed. Like that yellow comes out really dark and the blue also comes out really oddly, and then even the red comes out really dark, so it's kind of odd, but trust me, the colors are much better than that. Sorry that kind of looks bad in this demonstration, but the others will look better as we transition over to those, pardon me. Alrighty, transitioning into the lighter side of the Southwest section, we have some awesome ones over here. In the very back, we have the Canyon Blue 737-700, just like the Frontier. This is probably going to be the final update for a while for my Canyon Blue 737-700s. Really nice aircrafts, and I'm really excited for the split ones and all the other versions to come, along with all my other Southwest aircraft. So bittersweet indeed, but obviously not the end of a lifespan. These will probably be back grinding a little bit by the end of December, but for the moment, definitely have served their purpose super well, and they're going to get some additional help. But regardless, this aircraft's currently making a service in from Las Vegas, let's go with Los Angeles, California, and it's going to be heading all the way over to Baltimore, Washington, looking good. Vice versa for the Heart Gemini jets. The Waffle exclusive from Panda's coming, let's just say, quote unquote, I have it, but regardless, this guy's currently making a service in from San Jose, and it's going to be heading out to San Diego, California. And then we got the 737 MAX 8. There may be another one of those or two as well, but regardless, this current guy is, this is the first release, by the way. Let's say that this guy's currently making a service in from Houston Hobby, and will be making a service up to St. Louis, Missouri. So really nice Southwest section. This is going to definitely have some new additions to it by the next update, which is really exciting, but looking good. And let's transition over to our final aircrafts for the concourse. Okay, so I apologize that I decided to do these two in one frame, but they're really close to each other, and I think it makes some sense. So here we go. United Express Bombardier and Acer D-200 right here on the right, operating on behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently getting ready to push back with a non-stop service out to San Francisco, California. 2 daily Acer D-200s. I think we need a 175 back on that, but what can I say? It's United. And then over here on the left, we got the Boutique PC-12, of course. This guy's currently making the service in from, I want to say, I thought it was Carlsbad, but it's been a long month, so let me double check on that. Boutique services to Carlsbad. Okay, so that is correct. That's what I thought. I was like, you know, I know Phoenix is Carlsbad, I think Dallas is, and is Albuquerque too? It most certainly was. So there's probably a lot of operation on Carlsbad. Since we're here, I'm going to double check on that, because that's a pretty cool compliment to the whole lineup. So let me tell you guys what all Carlsbad for Boutique has. And it'll probably be just the three of them is what's funny. It just says Albuquerque and Dallas Fort Worth, so I think I may have been off on Phoenix. Phoenix actually may have lost to Carlsbad. I think that's what happened, but I think all three of them had at one point. But still really cool that two of my airports feature that mutual destination for Boutique, which is really cool. But concourse looking really good over here. Let's transition into the cargo apron, as we have a lot of really cool things going on over here. Beginning right here with this Cessna 172, I finally got a chance to paint one of them, and I think this one, I don't think it came out like crazy good, but I think it came out pretty well. I'm not too disappointed with it, but I thought the red tip on the tail was really cool, near the top of the vertical stabilizer and things along those lines. So let me know what you guys think of this Cessna 172. But we're gonna say this guy's currently making a flight in from Durango, Colorado, and he's gonna be heading off to I'm forgetting what the city that DAC has, not Diecast Airplane Form, sorry. Denver Air Connect has EAS service to in New Mexico. Corvus, I think that's how you say it, but we're going to send him there because I think that's a pretty cool city. So looking really nice right there. I also really want to get Denver Air Connect as they're going to be starting service at the DFW too, so maybe I can do a custom, but next Shapeways order needs to be very soon. Currently pushing back with service out to Ontario after coming in from, I'm not sure, I haven't seen this one in a while, but I still think it's a cool route. Salt Lake City, it's on the wiki at least, so I'm not sure. UPS Boeing 757-200, really nice model by NG Models, March 2019 release. If you were at the giveaway announcement and saw that quizzes, that was one of the question, or I know I had it as an option choice, but I don't think the actual month of it was. I know we did the Hawaiian A330 and the American 737-800 Chrome by Gemini Jets, so, but really cool to see this model, really nice one, and we have some really nice cargo aircraft on the actual gate aprons themselves, the gate pads. Those being these three right here. We'll begin on the left right here with the UPS Airbus A300F. We will have a updated version of that very soon, hint. But regardless, this current this current aircraft, I should say, is currently making a service in from Dallas Fort Worth, and will be continuing on the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, looking really nice. In the middle, we have the Boeing 767-300 freighter. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop service out to Louisville after coming in from Ontario, California. Also looking very nice. And last but certainly not least, for the cargoes, we have a FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter. You guessed it, this guy's currently heading out to Memphis and will be heading back out there. I'm pretty sure the Airbus A300s, that's going to be a big asset coming up, by the way, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But I'm pretty sure they only fly to Lubbock and back. That's the only route in the Licky, and it's the only one I ever see on flight radar. Thus, that would make me think that Lubbock is the only route that they have those on. I also think the A300s go to Memphis occasionally, but I think Lubbock's kind of that main grind back and forth, which is pretty interesting. So that's pretty cool. But we do have a couple more aircraft taxiing, so let's get those. Our first aircraft, this is Alaska, operated by Horizon Air, Embraer ERJ-175. This guy's currently taxiing out with a non-stop service out to Portland, Oregon today. Another really nice route. I'll be eager to see if the mainline, don't forget that the mainline was supposed to start right as the pandemic began, so maybe we'll get back to that level, but the 175 is definitely suitable and a nice compliment regardless. Next in line right here, we have this United Express Embraer ERJ-175 operating on the behalf. This one is why is this one here? I know this is going to sound stupid, but this one is not supposed to be here. Never mind. This is supposed to go to Chicago. That's what it was. That was a massive brain fart right there. I apologize. So this guy's going to be heading out on the one daily flight to Chicago. I'm sorry. I got severely confused because it's like, this is normally San Francisco, but then Republic's been operating it for United to Chicago recently, but actually SkyWest is now operating it to Chicago again. So sorry. This guy's currently holding short on the turnaround back to Chicago. I was like, surely I thought a little bit about putting this aircraft in here, but this one is supposed to be here, and he's going to be heading out to Chicago. It's my bad. That's a solid, funniest moments highlight from RA right there. And currently on final for runway 08, right here we have this JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 in the I Heart New York paint scheme. I'm sure you guys have been wondering the whole update where it's JetBlue. It's right here. This guy is currently on short final from New York John F. Kennedy. And a really cool piece of news from JetBlue, they announced a ton of new Airbus A220 routes that will be getting over the next following months. Albuquerque to John F. Kennedy is on there, which I was very surprised about considering how bad the loads were just previously, you know, in the realms of like 6 months ago. But logically it does make sense because the A220-300 for JetBlue, I could be off on this, so don't quote me, but I think it seats probably 20 or 30 less passengers than the A320, thus there's a better chance that loads would be better for the A220. Along with that, I think for the efficiency of the flight, it's also going to be more practical as JetBlue can use these 320s on routes like, you know, West Palm Beach to New Haven, things like that. Never mind, not New Haven, that's Velo. I meant Providence. That's the one I was looking for. Or, you know, Westchester, New York, or like LaGuardia, things like that. Things that are more practical than a 4.5, 5-hour flight like this one. So, yeah, really excited for that. Gemini Jets, they're shipping. It's not their fault why the releases are getting delayed right now, but it's definitely hurting as, you know, that A220 could be coming up soon. So, but regardless, I really hope the A220 comes up soon. But we have a lot of things to talk about, so we're going to talk about those. But that was the full airport update portion. But let's do some talking, everybody. Alrighty, first and foremost, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching today's airport update. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Super fun to film, and with all the inconsistencies and changes, it made it really fun. In Albuquerque news, there's not a whole lot particularly besides the changes in terms of like new routes and things like that. The JetBlue A220 news was probably the biggest new headline for this actual update itself. Another note to take away is obviously the Burbank service for Southwest here will be beginning on January 17th, I believe, so that'll be very exciting. And the Instagram's also been really active, which has been really cool. There was a really good picture the other day, maybe been quite a few days ago, but it was of the TWA 737, which was really, really nice, and that was really cool to see. So really, really cool right there. And then they posted another one the other day, pardon me, of PSA taking off, which was really, really cool as well. So that was really nice. They also posted a nice picture of the outside the terminal by the drop off for departures and arrivals. That was also really, really nice. So it's nice to see those as well. Albuquerque still has not got its first snow to my knowledge, but it's probably going to happen within the next month. So by the next time we're here for the December update, we may already have a snow update, which will be really exciting. But a lot of awesome things in the works. Channel news is going to be the highlight of this rambling session. We have a lot of awesome things. First off, there should have been some new songs in this update, which I know I've grinded the same 30 for quite a few months now. So I thought I would find. Ironically, I was just looking at the YouTube copyright free music. I forget what the actual name of the channel is called, but the big one. And the top 50 songs for 2020 actually had some bangers in it. Once I started listening, I found a couple I was really, really liking. It reminded me a lot of Lately Inspired. There was a couple of really good guys. ATCH was a really, really good artist, along with Walker Tokyo, I think was what it was called. Walker Tokyo Studios, pardon me, something like that. Both those guys had some pretty, really, really, really good instrumental songs, which really delighted me. And there was a couple others that I really liked. So definitely going to go on a spree. I'm going to look at both those artists because I think they may have some even more songs. I just saw the top 50 and there was 2 of each, so I got those in this video. And then there's probably some Lately Inspired mixed in as well. But yeah, also for this update in November in general with videos, I'm planning on starting my first Instagram Reels. I've heard really good things about those, and I thought the teasers for these videos would be kind of fun, so I'm going to give it a try. Feel free to check that out on Instagram. Let me know what you guys thought of that. Along with that, Massive Unboxing 16 should be coming out tomorrow if all things go well. I'll add a subtitle if something went completely wrong, but it should be coming out tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to want to be there. It's going to be a very long video, so just feel free to chip away at it. I am going to premiere it, so if you have nothing else to do and would like to come watch, feel free to do so, but the premiere is going to be so long, it's kind of going to be one of those just chip in and out if you want to, or just wait and watch it all at once sometime. But really, really excited. And that leads me into Albuquerque regarding that and all the model airports. We're finally going to have new models, which is super exciting. Whatever update will be on Monday, that's when they'll just start all rolling in, just throughout all the airport updates, pardon me. We'll have all of the new models from the recent months, along with some I had recently ordered as well. There's a really good mixed bag of models in there. There's so many, and I'm really, really excited for that, so I hope you guys are as well. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you guys for all the support. Also, the giveaway progress is going really well. It's went pretty much as best as it could. I'm about halfway through the halfway through participants in terms of getting them their prizes, so that's really nice. I've only had to do a couple alt winners, which is kind of convenient, but you know, still we're doing really well and it's going really well. So thank you guys so much for all the support on that, by the way. It was absolutely so much fun to do that, and I really appreciate it. And then channel news as well. We're on the final leg of the Dallas Phoenix day trip, so that's really fun. 8 through 19 flight, so the layover vlog probably came out earlier this week for that. Following that, we also should have some we do have some one-off videos coming. We'll have that there's a piece of Massive Unboxing 16 that's going to be its own video, so that'll be there. I already have another couple unboxings that will be ready to go very soon. There was another one that I thought of. I can't think of what it was now, but there's definitely another video. I also have some things in the works behind the scenes, so hopefully those will come to fruition as well, so be on the lookout for those. Really, really excited for those. For instance, the Citrus Aviation or with Citrus Aviation, the American Delta Fleet videos, those are definitely still in the works. Not necessarily been put on hold, we're both working hard, so we just haven't got a chance to do it. And there's been a lot of things going on, but yeah, super, super excited. Be sure to stay on the lookout on Instagram. I'll probably do a full-fledged update on there, or I probably already did with all the regards for what's to come. But yeah, Albuquerque's looking absolutely amazing. Last update until we finally have a ton of new models. It's been such a stretch, and I can't thank you guys enough for being so supportive supportive and patient during these times. Definitely bouncing back. The new normal has been working to the best of its ability, and I've been doing my absolute best every day to make it happen. So lots of amazing videos on the way. You guys are not going to want to miss out on it. If you guys would be generous enough and haven't already, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the channel, enable your post notification bell, and also feel free to leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about all that mainline and all the things going on in Albuquerque and the anticipation for everything to come. There's a lot of awesome things going on, and I don't want you guys to miss out on it. I'm super happy to bring all this content to you guys, and I'm really excited for what's to come. So with all that being said, everybody, I think that's going to conclude my little ramble right there. Just want to give you guys some brief updates, but there was probably a full one on Instagram along with just periodic updates coming as well. So yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process, do what you love, and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.